Hi everyone, it's Heather and I am on board AmaWaterways AmaCerto. This is a luxury river cruise ship that sails along the Rhine River. So you're either going to start in Basel, Switzerland and end in Amsterdam or vice versa. Now, you know I love AmaWaterways, but this is my first time on the Rhine and on the AmaCerto, so I wanted to give you a tour of this gorgeous ship. She is only about 15 years old, debuted in 2012, and she's small. There's only 81 staterooms with 162 maximum guests, which means you get to know people and feel like family. And you know what? It's a really beautiful ship. I cannot wait to show you around. So let's go. I am staying in a category AA stateroom. And what does that mean? It just means that it is 235 square feet and it has double balconies. So what's really cool is that I have two options. I can open this sliding glass door, which then becomes my table and chairs are here, and this is an open air balcony, which brings the outside in. And I love that. In case you want to go outside and really get to enjoy the river, I also have this, which is a full balcony. So table, chairs, I can sit out here and I can relax with a glass of wine or a cup of tea in the morning and enjoy the Rhine River. But what else I love about this stateroom is the space. River cruise ships are notoriously tiny, which means there are small rooms. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the more space I can get, the better. So we have a king size bed, a desk, a sitting area with table and chairs, double closets, and a bathroom with a giant shower, which is not always the case on a river cruise, and also a vanity area with plenty of space where I can spread out my makeup, my hair stuff, and my husband can also get in there and get ready should he need to be in there at the same time. So if you're like me and you like to spread out a little bit, the AA is the way to go. And I know we don't need a balcony while we're cruising. Everybody always tells me, oh, I'm just gonna be in my room to sleep, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you just want some quiet time and you wanna sit there and you wanna watch those castles along the Rhine River Gorge go by, and you can do so in peace and you will thank me later. Now I'm going to take you to see a category D room. This is the lead-in category, which means it is the least expensive. So if you're not really concerned about a balcony, you're gonna go with this. It's a little bit smaller. There's not a lot of space to spread out. However, there are still two windows of a decent size, so you get still the natural light. And you're lower to the river level, so you're kind of looking out on the riverbanks at eye level, which is a really neat perspective. So if you don't want to spend the money for a larger room, category E or D is where you want to go. The food on AmaWaterways is fantastic, and here on the AmaCerto, it's no different. This is actually the only cruise line that's part of the French Gastronomic Society, Les Champs de Rôtisseur. So if it's French approved, you know the food has to be good. The AmaCerto has two restaurants, the main dining room where you'll have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then a specialty restaurant where it's actually included. You don't have to pay any extra fee to eat there, but you do need to make a reservation. You're guaranteed to eat there at least once on your trip, and it's a multi-course tasting menu. The chef prepares in front of you an open kitchen. I'm actually going there tonight, so I'm dressed a little fancy. Here in the main dining room, there's no assigned seating. You come in, you choose an available table, you can eat with other guests or you can eat with yourself. It's entirely up to you. At breakfast, they have a menu you can order from and also a buffet. Lunch is served plated. There is an appetizer to share with the table, and then you order whatever you want. And just like an ocean cruise, you order
5 entrees, if that speaks to you. The food is fantastic, and don't be afraid to ask for vegetarian options if they're not listed. The chef is amazing and can create different things for you. And there's also regional specialties based on where you are, but always available things like a burger and pizza and a steak, just in case you aren't feeling a little adventurous that day.
The heart of the AmaCerto is the lounge. This is basically the main public space aboard, and this is where everything happens. It's where you can go to relax, it's where you can go for afternoon tea, it's where you can go to read a book, and it's where the entertainment happens. So in the lounge there is a library with books stocked and games, so if you want a little quiet space, that's off in the corner. Every night this is where the happy hour sip and sail happens, where everyone gets together and has a cocktail and talks about their day. It's also where they have their daily entertainment, so lectures in the afternoon, musicians and dancers in the evenings. This is the space where everybody gathers.
The sundeck is exactly what it sounds like. It is the uppermost floor of the ship, and it's where you can come and relax and take in this gorgeous scenery. There's some shade, there's some loungers, there's some sofas, there's also activities like cornhole and chess. You'll see the fitness instructors doing classes up here if it's nice out. And then there's also a pool. Every AmaWaterways ship has either a pool or a hot tub. AmaCerto happens to have a pool with a bar, so if it is hot out in the summer, you can sit and relax in the water, have a cocktail, and take in the views. River cruising is totally different than ocean cruising, which I say all the time. And while there is entertainment on board, the focus of a river cruise is the destination. It is not about the ship. So you're not going to find all the bells and whistles and the activities and the skating rink and the rock climbing wall and all of that we would find on a giant ocean cruise liner. Instead, the entertainment is kind of more calm here. You're going to find lectures sometimes about the history of the places you're visiting. In the evenings, there's always going to be entertainment in the lounge, so whether that's the resident piano player or they sometimes bring in local entertainment that you pick up in a port and then they disembark the ship before you head on your way. So on the AmaCerto here on the Rhine, we had a gorgeous string quartet come in and play for us. We also had a great performer from the Netherlands last night where she kind of blended comedy and physical activity and music, and it was just a really fun party. So it's always going to be localized to your destination. You're not going to find the same entertainment that you would find on the Seine as you would on the Rhine. So you're going to be getting a little bit of culture in your entertainment while you have fun.
AmaWaterways is really big on wellness, and they focus on that a lot on their cruises. So what does that mean for you? It means that there are usually 5 or 6 fitness classes a day that you can choose to participate in, and they're all included in your cruise fare. So things like yoga or resistance band classes, they always do a digestive walk up on deck after lunch. There's a lot of stretching classes, which are nice because you're moving a lot on these excursions, so getting stretched out and relaxed is really nice. They also have a full fleet of bikes that you are welcome to use at any time. So if you don't want to join one of the biking excursions, you just want to go out by yourself into one of the ports, you totally can do that. You just sign out a bike, they'll bring it out for you, and you can go ahead and be on your way. There's also a really small gym here on the AmaCerto. Honestly, there's maybe room for 5 or 6 people, but I've never seen more than one other person besides me in it. And it has everything you need: some bikes, a treadmill, a rowing machine, there's free weights. So if you really do want to work out on your trip, you can. Usually for ocean cruisers, if you've never been on a river cruise, you can be a little shocked at the price because they tend to be a little bit more expensive up front, but you get so much included in that cost. So what's included in your cruise fare? All of your food, you don't pay an upcharge for anything. Your adult beverages, wine, beer at lunch and dinner. And then there's a daily sip and sail hour here on the Ama ship. So you have all of your cocktails, beer and wine, the drink of the day for an hour before dinner, all included. Your Wi-Fi is included. All of your fitness classes are included, and all of your shore excursions. So, you know, you don't have to pay any extra for that. And there's up to 3 or 4 in every port. So you're getting a lot for your money. You pay once up front and basically don't have to shell out for anything for the rest of the trip. Thank you so much for joining me on this tour of the AmaCerto. It's a really pretty ship and I've had a great time sailing on her. I hope it gave you a good overview of what to expect when you come on this ship. But if you have any questions, just pop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. And you know, if you'd like help booking your trip, I am a certified travel agent, so just reach out. I'd be happy to help you with that. But thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot to me, and if you could like, subscribe, share with your friends, I would appreciate it. I am Heather, and I will see you next time. Bye!